Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Elma, the Non-tech Techie, and I'm back after maybe a couple of weeks break. But today I have the founder of Boardroom, Charlie Camisasca, and he has this very interesting product because I'm one of those e-com store owners that is just so lazy because as an e-com store owner, I need to write blogs. I need to have nice pictures of my products. I need to update my product description and make sure it's optimized so that I can increase my traffic and also convert my the traffic into buyers. So something like that. You know what I mean? So when I found Boardrooms, I talked to Charlie. It's like trying to find out exactly what it was doing, and I tested it. And during the test, I was shocked by it made a lot of manual tasks much easier. So if you previously have, or if you currently have, for example, a subscription to SEMrush or Ahrefs for your keyword research tool, and then you have a blog writing tool, and then you have another tool for product photography pictures, and then of course, you have to go to your Facebook ads account, to your Google ads account. So many accounts, and your Google Analytics just to track everything down is a lot of work. And maybe it's about half an hour just to log in all those apps in a day that you already lose. So, which is quite great because Boardroom is the answer to all that madness, messiness, and it just makes everything much simpler. So, if you are new to our channel, please kindly subscribe and also like this video so that our video can be seen by more people. And also, I want to announce that there are some changes from. Okay, so there are some changes in Facebook Live. Facebook Live will only be available in Facebook for 30 days, and after that, Facebook will remove it. However, this video would still be available in YouTube. So just make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel so you wouldn't lose this video. Okay, so let's start. So hi, Charlie. Thanks so much for joining us live, and I was so excited with what you did with Boardroom. Like, really, it's like, whoa, this is so fun. I mean, it makes my life easier. So now I got more inspired to start working on my e-com store again. But before we start with your demo, let me ask the normal question I ask is, why did you start Boardroom? And what is your background as a founder?
Sounds great. Thank you, Elma, for that introduction, and thank you for having me on the live stream. Really excited to be here, talking about Boardroom with all of you who are watching. And yeah, so my professional background is that I worked as a software implementation consultant for about 10 years. So in that role, I had the opportunity to work with some fairly large kind of Fortune 500 level companies, helping them to implement workflow automation software. So doing that, however, I always had this sort of childhood dream of starting a business. And so in 2018 is when I first decided to experiment with e-commerce. Maybe if you're watching this, you recently made a decision to do something similar. So I'm excited for you. But my first business back, 7 years ago or so, was actually an Amazon FBA private label brand where I was selling biodegradable disposable plates on Amazon. Kind of a really niche product, but I made a million mistakes while I was selling those plates, but had a
I
lot
thought
of
you made
fun
a
doing it.
million dollars.
Yeah, a million
Just kidding.
mistakes.
Just kidding.
Right. Right. Well, I did sell, a fair number of those plates. I won't say that it was $1 million worth of those plates, but it was enough to really learn about the Amazon platform and e-commerce in general. And I didn't kind of stop there with Amazon. From there, I actually went on to, excuse me, start a few Shopify brands as well. And so I experimented with drop shipping, with different 3PLs, and all kinds of different apps and platforms for running an online brand. And I'm finally kind of getting around to what led me to create Boardroom. So while I was running these brands, I really became frustrated with a particular dynamic. So I'm talking about the dynamic that you so eloquently described earlier, Elma, of, juggling different platforms, needing 15 Shopify apps to run my store, logging into 5 or 6 advertising platforms, downloading spreadsheets from all these different platforms to calculate my profitability for a given month, even creating content on whatever the latest, trendiest platform happened to be at the time, managing all these logins and passwords, right? So all of these disparate systems and processes really just frustrated me. And I figured I could not be the only one who was having this problem as an e-commerce seller. And so I set out to solve it. And that was my inspiration. I had this problem while running my own business. And I decided to use my professional background as a software consultant combined with this e-commerce knowledge to bring this idea to life and solve a problem. So that is how Boardroom was born. But what is it really? Like, how would you describe what Boardroom is? It's a one-stop shop. It's a single dashboard with all of the most important data and functionality in one place. So Boardroom is, I would describe it as a sort of a hub for key metric reporting, multi-channel data analytics, search engine optimization. So we have SEO tools that I'm going to show you guys today, and content creation as well. So yeah, that's kind of Boardroom in a nutshell in my background, and I'm really excited to show it to you guys today.
All right, all right. So yes, it's really a very exciting tool because I used it personally, and it's really like, oh, it can do that. Oh wow! Because it literally would save me hours of work every day. In fact, because of this, I might not need a VA anymore. I can just do it myself because it's too easy. Okay, just put
Yeah.
it that way. It's too easy to do it now. All right. It's really much less manual task. So let's see how Boardroom works. And I believe you're going to take us through a workflow that is like the optimized workflow on how to use Boardroom.
Yep, that's exactly right. So am I sharing my screen yet?
Not yet, but I'll share it now. But I
Okay.
have it with me, I mean. Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Okay, great. So, yes, I would love to walk through a particular workflow of Boardroom today, and that's specifically our AI powered SEO workflow, which is one of the most powerful features inside of Boardroom. Um, and I'll talk about some of the results that our customers have gotten as a result of using this workflow in the past. But before I talk through the SEO workflow, I want to just share, kind of orient you guys to the screen and talk about the high level features inside of Boardroom. So, Boardroom is a multi store dashboard. So, we currently integrate with Shopify and Amazon Seller Central, and we are going to be working on a Woocommerce integration in the next couple of months as well. So, I'm very excited to roll out that as well. But for now, inside of this Boardroom dashboard, you can probably see that I have 3 different Shopify stores connected and 1 Amazon store connected as well. We can see the revenue breakdown from each store as well as the total revenue here on the left. Beyond just e-commerce platforms, though, Boardroom also integrates with advertising platforms. So you'll notice this ad spend widget here, and we give you, actually, if I'll click that View Insights button, we give you a whole dedicated advertising analytics page as well. And inside of Boardroom, as you can see here in the chart, you can integrate Meta, so Facebook and Instagram ads, Google ads, Amazon ads, and TikTok ads. That's our latest integration. We just released that earlier this week, actually. So you can pull in all of this marketing data in one place and better analyze and monitor your business, which is a really great feature that our customers love. Over here on the right of the homepage, we have 4 key metrics that are highlighted. Now, if these are not your favorite 4 key metrics, you can actually customize the homepage here. you can choose which 4 metrics that are highlighted on your Boardroom homepage. So nice customization tools are included here in Boardroom. And you'll probably notice that I'm focusing in on kind of our data analytics and reporting features at first here. Um, this is just the homepage, though. If I open the menu, you'll see that under analytics, we have different cuts of your data that that we run analytics and perform insights on. So advertising, inventory, products. We have a light CRM or customer relationship management feature inside of Boardroom as well. We'll look at this page in just a few minutes. We also have basic financials like sales and expenses and cost of goods sold. So there's a lot going on under the hood here in Boardroom. And as your business grows and starts accumulating more and more data, the reporting features are going to help you make data driven decisions and save a ton of time because you won't have to log into each of these platforms individually. Everything is just automated for you, which I think is really useful. And again, a huge time saver. So although we won't have time to go through all of these pages today, I do want to stop for a second and show you at least one or two of them. So let's hop over to the overview page here in Boardroom. And here you can see at the top, we have a ton of key metrics that are highlighted here. Now, don't let this overwhelm you. Each one has a little tooltip here. It tells you exactly how it's calculated and what the data source is for this particular metric. You can see the metric over any time period. Boardroom refreshes very quickly. And so the data normally, when I'm not giving a demo, refreshes in about a half a second. There, it took about 2 seconds. And also, this is completely customizable again. So we have that same customize button here. You can toggle metrics on and off to hide them. You can change the order by dragging and dropping them. And you can really create a custom dashboard that shows you exactly what you're most interested in right here in Boardroom. So very useful stuff there on this page. Scrolling down a little bit, we also, in addition to those basic metrics at the top, we do have a series of charts down here that can show you how your data is trending over time visually. Clicking on any one of these is going to interactively change the graph to swap up the time period, or you could even zero in on specific products or product types or product tags. So it's all very flexible. It's all very responsive, and you can really zero in on exactly what you need to see here inside a Boardroom. And we don't just do this for revenue, we do the same thing for expenses, for profit, for total orders, units sold, and average order value. So these charts are super powerful and they give you insights into these really important metrics at your business. Last thing I wanted to show you before I navigate away from this page is that you probably noticed this create report button here. If I click on that, you'll get taken to this reporting page in Boardroom where you can actually create a totally customized email-based report. So you can give it a name, you can enter multiple email addresses here. So if you have a team that you want to share your metrics with, you can use Boardroom to do that. You can select what metrics are included, the calculation period. So you really get to specify all the details about this report. You choose when it gets sent, and then you can even make it a recurring report that gets automatically sent out every day, every week, or every month. So you can actually monitor your entire business without even having to log in to Boardroom, which is, again, just a really nice time saver. And if you're somebody like me who spends a lot of time in their email inbox, this is a great way to kind of keep track of your business on the fly. All right, so before we get into the SEO workflow, I have one more data analytics feature that I wanted to show you. So I'll come over here to the customer list page, and this is a little CRM that we baked into Boardroom. So essentially what you're seeing here is at the top, average customer lifetime value metrics. But I want to zero in on this customer list here because this shows you something that is actually throughout Boardroom. And I'm talking about this grid that you see here. We call these our power grids in Boardroom. And essentially, it's a spreadsheet-like interface. And in the case of the customer list, if I show all of the columns that are available, you'll see that we have a ton of information about each customer here: contact information, where they're located, financial details like how many orders they've placed with you, refunds and discounts, costs associated with this customer, etc. Tons of stuff is here for you. But I like to highlight these little grids because they're actually very powerful. And like I said, they kind of operate like a spreadsheet. So you can click on any column to sort. You can add a filter very easily here, and the data will refresh instantaneously. You can export to Excel as well if you need to further refine this. But this is actually a really powerful feature that you'll have for pretty much every aspect of your data. So if we were to come over to the sales page or the expenses page, you would see similar grids containing all of the data at your business. And so this just gives you maximum flexibility to really zero in, to create your own custom reports and segments in Boardroom. So I wanted to make sure that I spent a little bit of time showing the Power Grids feature inside a Boardroom. And hopefully that gives you guys a rough sketch of what our data analytics and reporting features look like here in Boardroom. But as Elma mentioned, I did want to show a particular use case in this demo. And that is specifically an SEO workflow. Now, I think that SEO kind of scares off new e-commerce brands. It's a little complicated to understand. There are a lot of moving pieces. It can be expensive to outsource it. And it also just takes time. It's not a get rich quick scheme by any stretch of the imagination. But SEO is, I think, and the data shows this as well, the most reliable way to grow your business over time. And so with Boardroom, we decided to really simplify the SEO process into really just a 3-step process that people can follow. So we take away some of that complexity and we get reliable results in the process. So what am I talking about? Well, the first step of SEO is keyword research, right? So you need to understand what your potential customers are already searching for on search engines like Google. So Boardroom has an AI-powered keyword research tool that's built in and comes with every subscription. And you can use this thing, in an unlimited fashion. We don't restrict it at all. So the way that it works is you simply type in a single keyword that's relevant to your brand. In this example, I'm going to say that I have a little ski shop, online ski shop, where I'm selling snowboards. So I might type in the name of my product, which is just a snowboard, and click generate here. So this will take about 15 seconds. And what we're doing is we're using AI to essentially comb through search data and brainstorm a list of potential keywords for your business. So you'll see here, we've got our results. We returned 43 keywords. And you'll notice that they're all kind of related to snowboards in some way. And we can see that for each keyword, we get the Google monthly search volume. We get an estimate of the cost per click on Google if you wanted to advertise for this particular keyword. We get a score. We get 2 scores here actually out of 100 in the last 2 columns. The first one is advertising competition. This shows you how competitive a particular keyword is from an advertising perspective. So this lets you know that there are a ton of people advertising for the word snowboard, for example, really popular term. And then finally, we have the SEO ranking difficulty, which is more relevant for our discussion. This gives you a metric of how many other people are trying to rank organically in Google's search results for this particular keyword. So what are you looking for here in this keyword research report? Well, the sweet spot is kind of something with high monthly search volume and low ranking difficulty, right? If you're talking about SEO, you want to get organic traffic for these keywords. You want to find something that's being searched very frequently, but also is not super competitive from an organic search results page perspective. And Boardroom gives you insights into just that. So you can see here, for example, snowboard binding. That's a pretty good keyword with 27,000 searches and almost no difficulty in terms of SEO ranking. So what we're going to do is, what I like to do actually is use Boardroom's favorites feature here. So if I see some promising keywords, I just click these star icons. And all that does is it drops those keywords down into my list of favorites here. And that way I can enter in another potential keyword here and have Boardroom start brainstorming more keywords for my brand, right? So the favorites functionality is just a way that you can kind of create a content creation plan for your business and start really building out those potential keywords that are going to just help your business grow from a search engine optimization perspective. So that's the keyword research feature inside of Boardroom. Super intuitive, super easy to use, powered by AI, and gives you a really good sense for what your customers are actually searching for in search engine on search engines.
And it
So
isn't complicated. And I used to see like so many of these keyword research tools. They have so many columns. Like it's overwhelming. I need to hire an SEO expert just for that to analyze everything.
yeah, I'm glad you said that because
Yeah,
we really cut out, the noise and just include the most important columns here from an SEO perspective. Now, I
right.
will say that we are also working on a sort of deep mode keyword research feature so that if you are someone who really likes all of those columns and wants to dig in to the granular data, you'll be able to do that in Boardroom in the future as well.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
yeah, so just wanted to call that out. But that
Okay.
kind of wraps up step one of this SEO workflow. Now, once you've identified great keywords that your customers are already searching for, the second step is to create great, high quality content that targets those keywords on your website.
Okay. But before we do the create
Yeah.
content creation, there's a question from, no, that's this one. There's a question from HM, and he's asking, what is the data source of the keyword?
Oh, great question. So the data source here is primarily Google Keyword Planner. So we're pulling in Google's direct data so we know it's as accurate as possible. And then we're using some AI prompts and algorithms to come up with the scores that you see here on the right. So I can't give you a direct answer about the scores, but the search volume and the cost per click comes directly from the source, which is Google.
Okay, so because that's the next question, which is from Asif. Can you tell how trustable these monthly search numbers are? So because it's from Google, it's very trustable. At least that's what Google declares.
Yeah, it's as trustworthy as Google is. So look, I'm
So
sure
can
that
we
it's
trust Google?
yeah, do you trust Google? That's the question you have to ask yourself.
Okay.
I think they're pretty accurate. I'm sure it's not 100% foolproof, but Google actually has no incentive to lie about these numbers. They want to give an accurate picture of this data.
And yes, they want you to place ads. They want you to spend on them on Google. That's what we are paying them for. We're not just paying for ads, as we're paying for this data in a way,
Yeah,
right?
exactly right.
Okay. So, okay, sorry to interrupt, but now we can go to the next part of the workflow after the keyword research.
Yeah, no problem at all. So, like I said, step two, once you've identified these highly relevant, high traffic keywords, is to create high quality content that targets those keywords and post it onto your website. So Boardroom also helps with that. One of the best ways to do that is through your blog. And if you're not blogging regularly at your e-commerce brand, you're leaving money on the table, I've got to say. And so Boardroom can really help you kickstart or optimize your existing blog. And you'll probably notice this create blog post button here to the right of each keyword. So let's say that we wanted to write a blog post about snowboard helmets. I can simply click that button and I'm taken over to this page of Boardroom. So on the left side, you can see some previously created posts here, but let's zero in on the right side where you can see the create new post form. You'll notice that the first field is primary keyword for SEO, And that Boardroom has automatically plugged in our chosen keyword, which was snowboard helmet. And all we have to do is fill out this very short form. So first we have to select a topic for this article. If you can't think of anything, you can actually have the AI suggest a topic. So I click that button and we get this potential topic, which is the ultimate guide to choosing the right snowboard helmet for safety and style. I like it. I think that's a pretty good topic for an article. Then we're going to choose the tone for the AI. We've given you a drop-down list with some industry best practices for potential tones that the AI, so these are like writing styles. You can think of it that way. But you could also select custom and write in any custom tone that you want. You could describe your brand's particular voice if you wanted to. But let's go with friendly and professional for this one. You can enter a word count. For the sake of the demo, I'm just going to do a short article of 500 words, but you could enter a larger number here whenever you want. And then you could add additional instructions as well. And I just clicked generate, but you could enter additional instructions like asking the AI to link to a particular page on your website, or really anything that you want. It's very good at following instructions. And actually, while I was talking here, the AI already finished the blog article. That was super quick. So
Yep.
we can see our post here in the draft section. Sorry, was there a question?
There is no question, but there is a comment that user interface is quite neat and clean and great job. So
Oh,
thanks for the
good.
comment, Amir.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you very much. Yeah, we've
Right.
we've really spent a lot of time on that, so it's good to hear. We can see here we've got this pretty short blog post, but it was written super quickly. Now we don't stop there though. We actually give you an editor here in Boardroom too. So if I open this up, you can see we got the title and the content of the post here on the left side. Kind of functions like a Word document, but with some special twists that I'll tell you about in a second. And then on the right side of the page, we actually give you an SEO score for this post and a series of optimization tips here along the right side of the page. So these are technical SEO best practices. Don't be intimidated. They're very easy to follow. I'll show you exactly how this works right now. For example, we have this meta description section. It's you can see that these tips are blank, so we need to work on them. And basically, this is just telling us that we need to add a meta description to this blog post. And if you don't know what a meta description is, you can see it here in this Google preview. The meta description is, the part below the title of the article. And so you can actually have AI, again, draft your meta description for you in just a couple of seconds. And there we go. We get a pretty nice meta. And we can see a live preview of what this will look like on Google once we publish it. So coming back over here to the SEO tips, I'm just going to click refresh on the SEO score. Note that it's 59 right now. And now it's gone up to 65, and these tips have been satisfied. So it's that easy, really. You just have to kind of take a look at the gray options here and follow the instructions to optimize the post. I think in the future, we're going to add a sort of like an AI autonomous agent feature, which will automatically uh, satisfy these tips for you. I'm really excited about that. But for now, it's kind of a manual process, but again, it really doesn't take long, and Boardroom guides you through the entire process. So that's the SEO score piece. I mentioned that our editor has some twists here, so I wanted to bring those up. You can, of course, add images to your post. You can also add text with AI. So if you think, for example, I don't really like this conclusion, all you have to do is come over here, click this button, and write your own custom prompt here. And then the AI will very quickly spit out a new conclusion for you for your blog post. So you can kind of continue to build this post out using AI. But the second, and I'd say the most exciting twist to this editor is that with Boardroom, since it's connected to your e-commerce store, you can actually pull in products from your e-commerce storefront and display them into the body of the post. So I'll show you exactly what I mean. I'll create a space for this, and I'll click this Add Products button here in the toolbar. It opens a simple pop-up where I can search for products from my store, and I'm going to pull in just a couple of products here. to show you what this looks like. These tools down below, I can use to customize the design of this particular widget. On the right side, we see a preview of what it will look like, but I'll just click add to blog post now. And boom, you can see that we get a couple of my snowboard products sort of inserted directly into the body of this post. Now, this is super beneficial because ultimately the goal of your e-commerce blog is to monetize the traffic that ends up coming to your website, right? So with Boardroom, we've made it extremely easy for you to monetize your blog. All you have to do is just insert these products into it and maybe write a nice introduction to the products here into the blog article, and you're going to start seeing referral sales coming from your own blog and organic traffic in no time. So I love showing that feature off. It's one of my favorite things that we do here at Boardroom. And just to round out step 2, which was to create and publish awesome content to your website, I want to mention that we do have a publishing feature. So you can click publish here, choose the store, choose the blog itself. You could add a cover image, change the slug here of the URL if you wanted to, and you could publish it immediately or click schedule for later. And I bring this up because a lot of our customers love to create like 10 blog posts in a single day and then schedule them to be posted at intervals throughout the month. So you can really batch your work for the month of your blog. You can crank out 10 blog articles in an hour or two with Boardroom, and you're done for the month. So that's how a lot of our customers like to use this feature. But for now, I'll just click publish now. And there we go. We can see that this was successfully published to my e-commerce site, which is great. Now I'll close this, and we've sort of wrapped up that step 2 in the
Right.
SEO
But
workflow. Go ahead,
okay, so
Elma.
there are some questions on this
Yeah,
workflow. Okay, now the word count option is great, but what is the maximum limit of the words?
good question. So there's really technically not a maximum for what you're allowed to type into this field. But I will say that the AI model which we use, which is GPT-4, by the way, if you were wondering, the AI model that we are using starts to get a little bit less accurate as you go above 2,000 words. So 2,000 word article is a pretty long post anyways. I think that's a pretty good length, but we have noticed that when you go above that, it starts to get a little less accurate with the total word count.
Okay, got it. And a follow up on the SEO blog. Clustering the keywords in the H2 and H3 research works well. Do you have any plans to add that option too?
I think if I'm understanding correctly, you're talking about adding related keywords into the blog post, like clustering different
Okay,
keywords.
in some blog writing software where they already have the keyword research as part of their tool, they also give us suggestions for H2 and H3, not just the title based on
Gotcha.
the keyword. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that makes total sense. Yeah, that's a good idea for an enhancement, and that's something that we could build in Boardroom very quickly. I don't see any technical problems with that. So if you are somebody who's maybe posting that comment or who's interested in it, I'd encourage you to reach out after the live session, and let's talk about what you would want to see, because we love to take user feedback into account when we build new features in Boardroom. So I would love to hear more from you, but just kind of immediate reaction to that question is it shouldn't be a problem for us to build that.
All right. And another question from Brave is, or suggestion is, that I think we should add a filter to the My Post function so that we can easily look up old posts.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Right now, it's just sort of a chronological list here of your published posts. You can see scheduled posts and then draft posts, all kind of divided into tabs. But I really like, as Boardroom has been around for longer, we're seeing some of our customers create hundreds of blog posts here in Boardroom. So I agree with you, actually. A great enhancement would be to have some filters on this page. So we'll look into that too. Thank you very much.
And one more, because we are talking about filters, can we also add tags inside? Because even in Shopify, we could add tags on the blog, right?
Oh, tags to the blog post, like
Yes,
categorization tags.
right.
Yeah, that's not something that we currently support. However, we do work with tags on our data analytics and reporting features already. So that is a dimension that Boardroom is already working with in Shopify's API. And so again, I don't think it would be too complicated to add something like that. So that's
Okay,
another good suggestion.
right. That's what we are here for. That's why we have the live stream. We are trying to find ways to improve the software as well. Okay. Then okay, so Brave said the SEO check feature is great. The one that you showed where there are suggestions on what to do to increase the SEO score. So yeah, that is really good. I agree.
Good.
And let's see. Okay, and with that blog or content, is it possible to write review articles about my store's products?
Absolutely. Yeah. I would say that you can customize the way you answer these questions here on the create new post form. And you can add as much instruction here as you want. You can say, tell the AI what your product is. You can link to your product page in this instructions. And you can ask the AI to craft a blog post that's all about your products. No problem.
Okay, okay. So there is a question from Brave, but I'm not gonna ask for it now. I will Brave is listening. Can you please clarify what you mean for your question about the models? Is it about the product photography? So if you could just drop down the clarification, that would be great. Okay, because I was typing in and then okay, better say it. Okay. And as if he's asking which LLMs are you using in Boardroom?
Yeah, good question. We are using OpenAI's GPT-4. So that's the primary model that we use.
All right. And okay. And because we have okay, so you mentioned this that you have GPT-4, and do we have to bring our own key? There is a question about that
Good.
API. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I'll answer your first question before this one. You do
right.
not need your own API key for OpenAI. We have it all set up. So you just start your trial and everything works already.
Okay. But because Brave is thinking like, hey, maybe we should also incorporate an API so that we can choose the AI model to write articles for the product. And provide, and additionally there should be some support what for some effective prompts.
Yeah, I agree with both of those. I think in an ideal world, we would let you use your own API key. But just to make Boardroom as user friendly as possible, we just went with GPT-4 sort of default in there. And about the prompts, I definitely agree with that. We could be doing more to helping more to help people craft a great blog prompt. So I like that suggestion, and we can add some help articles. We have a great support center. I haven't mentioned that, but if I open
Oh,
this little link here, we have live chat during the week. We have somebody online who can help you out. And we also have support articles that you can search through if you're looking for tutorials and stuff like that.
okay, nice. So I will look at that help center. um okay, so this next question is about role-based access. Can I assign VA1 to stores A and C and VA2 to store B?
Another really good question, and the answer is not yet, but we are actively working on role-based access. So we're going to call it staff accounts, and we are designing that as we speak. I've got my teams working on it, so that is
All right.
coming. Yeah, that's coming hopefully in the next month.
Okay, sounds cool. Sounds cool. Finally, we finished all the questions. We can move to the next step.
Good, good. I love the questions, guys. Keep them coming. So, yeah, so we talked through the first two steps of the SEO workflow, right? Finding high quality keywords, creating high quality content. Step three of SEO success is getting high quality backlinks to boost your domain authority in your industry. So if you're not familiar with SEO, a backlink is when a third party external website creates a hyperlink on their website pointing back to yours. And this is a big trust signal for Google. So if you have a lot of backlinks from reputable websites, and that's key, it has to be from reputable websites, um, then that's going to boost your what's called domain authority in Google's eyes, and that's going to lead to more traffic over time. So a word of caution about this: don't go on Fiverr and buy 5,000 backlinks for $20. People offer stuff like that, and trust me, I've made that mistake before, and it doesn't go well. They're going to create toxic backlinks, is what they're called, and that's actually going to negatively impact your SEO score. So be really careful when you're building backlinks for your website. But I wanted to mention that Boardroom offers sort of an optional service where you can hire us to go out and get high quality backlinks for you. So you'll notice that we have this get backlinks uh, button here next to every published post. So you can get a backlink linking to a specific article on your site, or you can just use your homepage as the sort of link that is pointed to from the backlink, if that makes sense. But basically, you just hire Boardroom, and we will go out and pitch other um, websites on your brand and uh, work with them so that they create a piece of high quality content that's relevant to your industry, relevant to your brand, and which contains a hyperlink back to your website. So we don't create any spammy links. We only work with highly reputable websites, and we kind of guarantee that we will get you links from specific domain authorities. So happy to answer any questions about that, but this is a super powerful aspect of SEO. It is an optional premium feature. It's not included with your subscription to Boardroom, but it is a service that you can hire us for. So I wanted to kind of mention that, and and that really brings us to the end of that SEO workflow. Those are the three steps that I wanted to walk through. Hopefully, it's clear how Boardroom simplifies all three steps and uses AI to streamline the entire process. Now, you might be wondering, does this actually work though? And what I'm happy to share is I just looked at the numbers today, and after 4 months of use, our users have grown their traffic by an average of 204%, which is really remarkable. But we also have some awesome outliers and case studies to mention. So this is just a case studies page on our website. There's this particular brand which is selling Spider-Man face masks on their website, kind of an odd niche product, but they grew their traffic from 600 to 6,000 monthly organic users in just 4 months. So 10x growth in 4 months of using Boardroom. They did over $2.5 million in sales last year alone, and they love the product. They love Boardroom. Um, this media company called Ray Media was able to rank 30 keywords on page one of Google in just 90 days after creating 84 blog posts on our platform. He created a little video testimonial that you could go watch on our website if you're interested. Um, but he was targeting kind of local SEO. So he was targeting specific keywords in a particular location. So that's something, if you're familiar with it, that you can use Boardroom to really amplify that strategy, and it works very well. And then third and finally, this fashion brand called Vogue and Vibes, they grew their traffic by 460% after creating 184 blog posts on Boardroom in 4 months.
Wow.
So yeah, this gives you just a sense for how easy it is to create blog posts on using Boardroom. It's not an onerous task at all. A lot of our customers create dozens and dozens or hundreds of blog posts on the platform. So just wanted to mention these three little case studies to show you guys that this SEO workflow that I'm talking about, it really does work. And we're so proud of the fact that we've been able to help these businesses grow their traffic. And we really think that we can do the same for you. So thank you guys for letting me show you this SEO workflow. Um, how are we doing on time, Elma? We could also look at the product photography if you want, or we can
Yes,
wrap up and look at
we
questions
have
now.
we have time. I think everybody wants to yeah, I want them to see what I've experienced. So just feedback from us here that the numbers are very impressive. So that's good. Thank you for that feedback. Okay, so let's go for the next feature that we want to look into.
Sure, sure. Yeah, really just one more key thing I wanted to show you guys, which is our AI product photography studio. So under the menu here, you may have noticed this create content option. If I click that, we can come to our content templates page. You can use Boardroom to create product descriptions, blog posts we already looked at, emails, and product photos. And we're working on some more templates that are coming down the line as well. Um, I wanted to show you guys this product photography studio thing because this one is kind of near and dear to my heart. When I started that Amazon business back in 2018, um, I did my own product photography in my little one bedroom apartment in Chicago. I remember buying some poster board and setting it up in my apartment to create a little light box. I bought these little $15 LED Amazon lights, and yeah, I did my best to do some product photography. And honestly, the results are not great, but it was kind of fun, and it's a funny memory to look back on now. But it's so funny that that doesn't even apply anymore, right? In the age of AI, you don't have to do that. So um, in Boardroom, we've made it really simple. All you have to do is start with a single product image that you already have. So you can pull in a product from your product page. So I can search for, let's say, one of my snowboard products again, and you can see the preview here. It pulls in the current default image for this particular product, or you can upload an image directly. So let's start with this snowboard option, and then we'll come back and we'll do the other option. So we can see the current product image here. I can scroll down, and we can see that we have these templates here. Basically, what we're doing is we're instructing the AI model, and this is powered by Photo Room, if you're familiar with that platform. It's another
Oh,
API that we connect with. And again, you don't need your own API key. You don't need your own Photo Room account. So this just is another way that Boardroom helps save you another monthly subscription fee because everything is baked into one platform. But basically, what we're doing is we're asking the AI model to swap out the background of this photo for something else. So you can use one of our basic templates here. You can see we have a ton of templates that are categorized. Since we're looking at a snowboard, it seems to make sense to me to put it in front of some snow-capped mountains. So let's do that. And let's go ahead and click generate now. And typically this takes like 10 to 15 seconds maybe. And it's really cool. The AI is, again, just swapping out the background. And there you go. We have our snowboard now. It's sitting
it
on
even has a
this
shadow. Look
hill.
at that. It even has a shadow. It's like, wow.
Yeah, it's so cool. I'm
It is.
honestly, I'm blown away by it every time, and I designed it, so I love it. You can do a lot here. You can copy this to your clipboard, save it to your computer, delete it if you don't like it. You can even publish this to your product page. So if I click publish, I can choose the product here. We've got the one pre-selected that we had just chosen before. And I can either set this as the main image for the product or uncheck that and just put it into the list of product images. So I can show you that. I can click publish here. And there we go, successfully published. And that'll take me into Shopify where we can see this product image that we just created is literally live on this this Shopify website immediately.
Right. And it's
So
in less than 1 minute, you have a new, you have a fresh picture or fresh product
yeah,
photography. It's
yeah,
like I
such a
was
time
blown
saver.
away by this, and I sent a photo to my husband like, "Hey, look, I have a new background for my product on Shopify." It's like, "Oh, how did you make that?" "Oh, under 1 minute, and I used board." Oh, that's really cool. I said, "Okay," and I even pushed it to Shopify. I don't have to log into Shopify to do it. I don't have to download anything. So basically, it's one click. um, I look for the product and I had a simple template and just click generate image, then publish to Shopify. So it was so easy.
Yeah, yeah. I'm glad to hear that you figured that out how this works and that you found the same results that we've found with it.
Right.
If you happen to, not like the result you get, you can just generate a new image. Again, it takes 10 seconds. And we do not restrict the number of images you can create. So you can go crazy, have fun with it.
Oh, okay. I am crazy. No worries. Okay. And what aspect ratio is supported on the product photography? That's a question from Amir.
Good question. I am not aware of any restrictions here. So I know that it works for square images as the ones that you see here. I've also used it for horizontal images. So if you have like a landscape style photography
Mm.
photo as well, that should work too. I
So it
really,
depends on the
I'll
source
have to look
image,
into that.
right?
Yeah, it's all based on whatever the source image is that you start
Okay.
with.
Okay.
So I'll look into that and get back to you guys. I'll just check with my developers to see if there's a restriction, but I don't think so.
Okay. So yeah, same question from Sujit. Any particular dimension of the images? So currently it takes the source images, but Charlie's gonna double check later with his technical team. And another question about the images generated. Do we need to optimize the images before publishing? Like usually we go to short pixel, for example, and or tiny png to make the image size smaller, file size smaller.
Yeah, that's another good question. And we have not heard any feedback from our users that they've had problems with the image size before publishing. And in all of our testing, we haven't seen any problems either. The performance has been really good. So no, you should not need to do that.
Okay, cool. Okay, so now let's try it another way. So we earlier we did a template and a simple or a basic template, right?
Yes, yeah. So let's do something different. You can also, like I said, upload an image. So I've got an image prepared here, I think. Let's say you were selling this gym shoe, for example. You could upload it and you'll again see a little preview there. You could choose a different template that's more suited for this particular image, like maybe a gym. You could choose an advanced template as well. So this just lets you kind of choose different elements here. You got to choose a primary feature or surface to put the product on. So again, I could choose gym, and then you could choose a secondary feature as well. This is again advanced templates, so you could use a basic template if this all seems like a little bit too much, but it's really just a way for you to specify how you want the image to look. So you can add stylistic instructions like minimalist, simplistic. You could add a background like a brick wall or a cloudy sky or mountains, etc. You could also choose a totally custom prompt here in Boardroom. So you could just click that option and then type in whatever prompt you want. So to show you this, actually, well, let's first look at the gym. Let's see if we get a good result here with the gym option, and then we'll do something different. Not bad, not bad. You can see kind of some
Wow.
barbells in the background. Again, you get the reflection of the shoes on the floor there. Looks pretty legit to me, so I like that. Um, okay, let's show a custom prompt now. So I'm gonna upload something different. Let's say you were selling maybe some bars of soap. I don't know. Maybe you had a lifestyle brand or something like that. Maybe a custom prompt that would make sense here is on the counter of a minimalist, elegant bathroom, right? Because you're selling soap after all. And then I'll show you also, we have this padding option down here. This is referring to the padding in the image. So the larger the padding value, the smaller the product will be, and the more prominent the background will be in the image. So this kind of lets you play with it a little bit. You'll get like a really different result if you choose a high padding value versus a low padding value. But for now, we can keep this at 25%, and we'll click generate here. Let's see if we get a nice, elegant bathroom counter for our soap. I don't know how this is going to work, by the way. It's a live demo, so anything could happen here. Okay, not bad, not bad. We can kind of see a marble countertop with our soap there. It's the type of thing that you might see on an e-commerce website. So again,
Right.
I like it.
Okay, so the example that you showed us right now, the original image has a white background. But would it also work if it currently has a different background?
Yes. Yes, it would. You do not need to show a white background. The AI is smart enough to strip the product from the foreground and totally replace it with something else.
Okay, sounds good. And let me see. So, because they are saying that the images tall most on in overall web page size, so reducing image file itself is part of SEO. So yes, that's true. And let me just check something. Because I'm trying to find out exactly what is the file size after. It might even be because I've downloaded one image. I'm sure it's above 1 MB because I'm too lazy. But in Shopify, usually they would convert it to a WebP format, and that itself will already have a different size. So,
Yeah, so I just downloaded this image that we generated onto my desktop, and the
mm-hmm,
size is about 700 KB. So
right.
pretty small. But you could, Boardroom doesn't have an image file size reduction tool automatically inside of it, but you could, they have a lot of free browser based tools that do that if you needed to. But again, I think the file size here is pretty good. 700 KB is not bad.
700 KB is not bad, but let me just check. Okay, so I checked on my side. I actually went to my Shopify store and looked into that. So when I downloaded it, it's about between 700 to 800 KB just to check the file size. But once uploaded on Shopify and it's displayed by Shopify, they automatically minimize it, and the size is 37.8 KB, which from 766 it became 37.8 KB.
Hmm.
So yeah, because in Shopify we don't normally do the image compression. It automatically does it for us. Now, with regards to WooCommerce, now that you definitely have to do your image minimization. Yeah, you need to minimize your images. Okay, so okay, so what is this thing? So is there any other question here? Okay, so yeah, so Shopify optimize images by automatically. So when I said earlier it's 766 KB, but Shopify will show it as 37.8 KB, thereby improving your site SEO straight away if you are on Shopify. Now I am unsure if that happens on Amazon or WooCommerce. So yeah. And by the way, guys, we have three different ways to join the giveaway, but you can only win once. Okay, so you can join always. One is you can ask smart questions. Number two is you could fill up the form, which is on top here. It says forms.nttl.inc/boardroom. And the other one is you can do a hashtag boardroom in your comment. And okay, and the way you will do it today is I have a surprise for Charlie because we're going to have a three giveaway winners later today. And yeah, so Charlie will first decide on the best questions asked, or what is the best question asked. So that's one winner. The second winner will be based on the hashtag boardroom, and then the other one is from the giveaway form, which we will do a wheel of names. So we're gonna make it all three different ways because so everybody is happy. Okay, so so according to Asif, there's also an image optimization on Amazon, but for WooCommerce, you need to add a plugin. Okay, good. Interpret, no, this is not integrated with Seldan and Dukan. It's currently integrated with Shopify and Amazon and soon WooCommerce. Right. Okay, so let's see. Anything else that you want to show us on the AI product photography part?
No, I don't think so. I think that probably gives you guys a good sense for it. Yeah, that was all I had to show for you guys today. I mean, there's definitely more data analytics and reporting stuff that we could look at,
Right.
but yeah, I think we've covered kind of the basics of Boardroom. So yeah, any more
Cool,
questions that
cool.
you guys had?
Okay, so the question here is which model is being used for the image generation?
Yep. So we integrate with Photo Room's API to do so.
Okay, that's good. Let's see this. And let's see. Okay. Okay, so now there is a very long question from Asif. Let's do this. And I will read it for you because it's so long it won't fit on the screen. Would you mind
Okay.
considering feature to create complete variable products in the app with product title and descriptions with pictures and then just push the product to different e-com software like Shopify, WooCommerce, and other marketplaces like Amazon. This way we can centralize all the products at one place, and later on we can also push the same to Pinterest, Facebook Shop, Google Shopping. So this will greatly help everyone.
Yeah, that's a great idea, Asif. I love that. So it's kind of like a product listing hub inside of Boardroom, and then you can publish that to all of these unique platforms. I think that sounds great. We already have a product description tool and a product image tool that can be published to Shopify. So it would be, you know, it wouldn't be difficult for us to, let's say, add the product title, maybe the meta information, and maybe some other product attributes. And then we could have that set up for Shopify pretty easily. It would be a bigger lift for us to then build integrations for us to be able to push that to other platforms. But we do want to do that. And it's already on our roadmap to create Amazon product listings, for example, which, as you probably know, if you sell on Amazon, totally different product listing fields that are required to create an Amazon listing as opposed to Shopify, which is really just a product description and a title. Um, so each platform is different, and so it will take time to build each integration, but it is definitely on our roadmap, and that's a great suggestion. So thank you, Asif.
Right. And by the way, I believe Shopify and Amazon are still the top two biggest platforms, followed by WooCommerce. WooCommerce might be the third. I'm not sure. I need to do research on that. Don't quote me on that. But we are not, Boardroom will be catering to the top three, which are Amazon, Shopify, and soon WooCommerce.
Right
Yeah,
on.
so that's a challenge. You need to figure out each platform exactly because they have it's like mapping fields or something like that. So yeah, and if AI can do that, that would be awesome. And Boardroom can do that for us. That would be awesome. So we could put it in different platforms as well. So let's see next. All right. Um, do you have is there anything else that you would like to highlight? Let me just log into my boardroom account. Let me have a look again. Hey guys, thanks for doing hashtag boardroom because that helps boardroom also become more visible, visible inside YouTube. Okay, so let's go log in. Did I forget to ask any question? Just in case. Okay, so this is a question like what is your current cash runway and what are your future funding plans?
Yeah, sure. Happy to answer that. Boardroom has been, I would say, 90% bootstrapped to date. So self funded by the founders. I have a business partner, and we have raised a little bit of money through some angel investors as well. But we are in the process of seeking a new fundraising round. So if you're watching this and you're interested, or you know someone who may be interested, we would love to talk with you about that. We've been kind of head down building this product out for a while now, and we believe that it's in a really good position now. And we're just kind of looking to get the word out about it. Honestly, that's why we did the App Sumo launch, to really boost that brand awareness. And yeah, I think fundraising will be helpful for us to kind of pick up a megaphone and increase our distribution. So thanks for that question, Henry.
Okay, cool, cool. And let me see. What's your team size?
Yeah, we have a team size of 4 technical resources working on the project all the time, plus myself, plus the co-founder, plus some virtual assistants as well. So total team size is like 6 to 8 people.
Okay. Oh, actually, this is really good. Like, I'm looking at Boardroom on my other screen, and these are the parts that I didn't see yet. Like, it even has customer heat map. Like, you can find where are you, what are the top 5 cities where people, yeah, where, what are the top five
Yeah,
cities and stuff like that.
yeah,
Okay,
could pull
and
that up.
skills
We got a lot of
responsibilities.
lot of other kind of reporting tools that we haven't touched on. So this is that customer heat map that Elma was mentioning. So you can see there's not a lot of data in this account, but you can see these little faint green dots. This shows you, geographically where your customers are located, and you can see your top 5 cities, like she mentioned there. So that's under the CRM section. We also have a customer segments section here too, which is kind of cool. So we automatically divide your customers up into meaningful buckets that you can see here on the screen. So um, like this is your big spenders is what we call it. It's your top 10% of customers by revenue. Or you've got repeat buyers, so people who have made 2 or more purchases with your brand. Or bargain hunters, people who have used discount codes with your business. So these are just some kind of common sense customer segments that you could use in your advertising targeting or in email marketing, for example. A great way, for example, to like we have this fading fast segment. So these are people who have not placed an order with you in over a year. So you may want to target them with a very specific email message to re-engage them with your business. So that's our segments feature. Pretty basic segments here, but like I mentioned, you can also from this customer list page, using all of this data that's in this power grid, you can filter and create your own segment based on any criteria that you want. So Boardroom CRM tools are pretty cool, and a lot of our customers really do like this.
Cool, cool. Okay, so I that's nice. And lastly, another SEO tool they have is Boardroom can do SEO audit as well. So it's not just the creation, keyword research, then you can create and then you have an audit.
Yeah, that's true. So on this page, it's kind of a little SEO report that you can run. You can run this about your own website, or you can type in any website on the internet and get competitor data as well. So you can kind of use this as a competitive research tool, or you can use it to track your own SEO progress. So you can see your domain authority, your traffic, website age, number of backlinks, referring domains, your website speed on mobile and desktop. If you have any spammy backlinks like we talked about before, those will show up here. And you can actually run a report on your top 100 backlinks. So this is kind of cool. You can see where all of your backlinks are coming from. You can see the URL itself. You can see the spam score. So if you have a spammy backlink, you can reach out to that particular website and ask them to take the link down because it's not helping you in that case. But this is a nice way, again, to track your backlinks and track your SEO progress right here in Boardroom.
Okay. What is the typical spam score for the spammy backlinks that you should start reaching out to?
Yeah, I think if it's over 50, you want to start reaching out to that
Okay.
to that business.
Because
Zero, ideally it should be zero.
now I'm looking at this. Oh, I could see some spammy backlinks on my side, and I don't even know what happened there. How did it happen? Okay,
Yeah, it's
so
I don't
I
know.
will.
It's strange. I have the same problem with the Boardroom blog. I have to be vigilant about that. But this is a useful way to keep track of that
Yes,
stuff.
this is cool. Okay, so but there's not a lot, but I see like three or four links that are 70 and 60, and then other than that, they're fine. But still, it would
Good.
affect me, so I'm gonna reach out to them. So thanks for the tip. And
Yeah.
that's how useful Boardroom is. Like it's like an all-in-one tool. It makes your life easier. Like this would eliminate the need for you to have a keyword research app unless you really want to do a deep dive keyword kind of deep dive type of research. It would replace your blog writing tool. It would replace your product photography tool. um, you can write product descriptions, and if you are on Shopify and Amazon, you can push these to Amazon and Shopify. So that's really cool. So I believe I did not miss any questions anymore. I've gone through it, and let's see. There's one more new one. So as if you believe me now, it's really cool. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so thanks so much, Charlie. I'll stop sharing your screen now, and let's do the what is it now that we have to do? To do the giveaway. So thanks so much, Charlie, for joining us live today, and thanks everyone for joining us live. And we're gonna have our another part of our live stream, which is the giveaway. So we're gonna do things differently because before we only do the wheel of names, and then I tried the different way, which is using the wave video, the app I'm using right now to do the giveaway. And some people say, oh, they prefer the wheel of names, but I prefer the one with the one that is in the app here because it requires you to do a hashtag um Boardroom, and that helps actually with the engagement and how the video would be on YouTube, or how it will appear on YouTube later on. Because that's very important for us, right? Okay, so we're gonna do three ways. One is we're gonna do first we ask Charlie what is the best questions. What is the best question that was asked today, or feedback that was given today based on what he thinks.
Ooh,
This
yeah.
first
This
winner.
is a so
So much
it's hard to
pressure.
choose. Yeah.
So much pressure.
It's hard to choose because there were honestly a lot of really good questions and suggestions.
Mhm.
I think the one that I hadn't thought about before that I'm going to look into was from HM Shuja, and I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. But the question was about clustering keywords and H2 and H3 tag keywords. So that I think is a really nice idea for our blogging feature, and I plan to look into that. So thank you for the suggestion, and you win the giveaway for asking that.
Yay! Congratulations, HM! So the next winner we will do is via the oh, HM. You have to tell us where you are. Yes. Congratulations, HM. So he's so happy. Okay, let's go for the next one, which is the one where you have to say hashtag boardroom. So if you haven't typed hashtag boardroom, now is the time to type it before I download the responses from our form. Okay, so is there anyone else who would like to uh, okay, so there are responses here. Let me download this one. Okay, this one would take a little bit of time. Okay, so I'm waiting for the export and let's see. So there are a couple more who joined, or a few more who joined hashtag boardroom. So thanks for doing the hashtag boardroom. We have more. Okay, so now let's start the raffle with the hashtag boardroom. I'm going to click start now and then let's do this. Okay, so the next winner is Maria. Maria Curry. So thank you so much, Maria. Maria, are you here? And let me us know if you are here. If not, then I will do another draw for the hashtag boardroom. In the meantime, I've just downloaded and I'm going to make a wheel of names. It's a lot of work, but hey, it's fun. It's a lot of work, but it's fun.
I like it.
Okay.
Is Maria here?
Yeah, Maria, where are you? Yes, she is here.
Hey, there she
Congratulations.
is. Congratulations, Maria.
Congratulations. Okay, now let's stop this one. How can I remove this from the screen now? This is too funny. Um, okay, hide. There you go. And then I did this. This is really sorry. This is not.
That's okay. We were just celebrating Maria for a long
Yeah.
time. That's good.
Okay, so now I will look for the other one, the export. Okay, because some people would like to see their names in a wheel, so let's do that. Downloading. Yeah, I'm taking up too much of your time, Charlie. So,
No, it's okay. I booked it until 10 more minutes, so I'm good.
yay! Thank you. You're good. Yeah. Okay. We're promise we're done within 5 minutes. Okay, just getting things from here and okay. So since Maria and Asham already won, I would not put them here in the next one. Let me just check this one. HM and Maria, remove them. Okay, so let's go. And now I will share my screen. There you go. Now that's my screen. And you can see here I have Amir and Keith, Anu Warul, Ashley. Okay, there are two of this. We removed that one. Asif, Brave, Darren, DS Wong, Henry, Inderpreet Kabir. Some of you submitted your forms twice. MD Sumon, Make, Mizanur, Nyok, Nur, Phyllis, Saddam, Sorav, Shah, Stephen, Sujan, Mahmood, Sujan, and Sujit. Okay, so let's see here. I don't think I missed anyone. Yay! So I promise we are still going to have the wheel. So thanks so much for the suggestion. Let's do this. Okay, shuffle, 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 shuffle. And our winner. Good luck, everyone. Okay, so the winner is Shah Jahan Omar. So Shah Jahan Omar, are you there? Oh, you love the wheel, Sujit. Good, cool. And it used to be the offline casino in fairgrounds. Ah, okay. I didn't even know that's the use for that. Okay. So I cannot. Okay, so now here is Shah Jahan Omar. So thanks so much, everyone. And thank you, Charlie. Congratulations to you, Shah. And remember, Boardroom is available on AppSumo. You can just go there and look for Boardroom, or you can click the link that I put somewhere earlier. But just go to AppSumo. That's fine. You can find it there. And congratulations to HM, to Maria, and to Sha. Yeah, I think that's about it. Oh, Omar. It's Omar. That's Sha. Okay, and do remember that Boardroom is available on AppSumo. And thanks again, everyone. Thank you, Charlie, for your time. And I'll see you again next week for another tool that we are going to feature in our group, in our channel, in our community. Bye.
Thanks, everybody. Take care.
Thanks, Charlie.
Bye bye.